Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please hit that subscribe button, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Okay, so this reading is going to be using a combination of tarot, intuition and astrology, and we're looking at the month of April, and look what's coming in. Blessings already. 9 of shells, gratitude and fulfillment. This little penguin is very happy with its little pile of shells. So this might be a bit of a relief to you, Sagittarius, because I feel like this is related to emotional support and money. And it might be something that feels like you've been struggling with in some way. It's something that you have been struggling with. It doesn't have to necessarily be those only two things, but it's like, oh my goodness, this sense of gratitude of finally, I've got this, I've got it. Finally, it's come to me. So I feel like there's a lot of gratitude for a situation that changes to the positive. So this is a wonderful energy, gratitude and fulfillment, the 9 of Cups coming through for you, Sagittarius. So we're moving out of eclipse season in April, and we move into from Aries, your fellow fire sign, into the grounded earth of Taurus, and mid-month onwards, things should really ground down and calm down a little bit. So this is actually, I've written, when I was tuning into this month, I've written the word commitments. This is the time to really look at your commitments, especially around money and relationships and what it is that you want to commit to. There's a lot of stuff around Saturnian energy with Saturn supporting this. So through discipline and determination, we can move something forward. Okay, so let's see what is shifting. We have, and changing, the Sword 9, Venus, Gemini, Cup 5, Pluto, Scorpio. Thank goodness this has shifted and changed. This is something that's just been on your mind for a while. It's been a bit of an emotional challenge for a while. And that's why it's like, oh my goodness, thank goodness that is over. You know, I thought I only had 5 cups. Now I've got 9. I've got more than what I needed. I've gotten what I need, and I'm feeling so much better. So if you are having struggles with money or with any kind of situation around like an emotional situation, a relationship or anything like that, this is like a turnaround. It feels so, this is like a real challenge here, and this is the turnaround. And the Sword 9 is like, there could have been a lot of anxiety or stress or worry, a lot of emotional challenges. It could have even felt quite destructive even, or something quite deep, or yeah, this doesn't feel like that it was like, you know, might not have been in a good place with something. It was like, if I go really, it's a little bit of the underworld energy. My emotions are in the underworld, and could have been feeling quite dark or down about something, or just feeling like I'm really struggling with this. There could have been like a lot of fears. How is this going to play out? What's going to happen with it? And then you end up with the 9 of shells, gratitude and fulfillment. This is just I think it's going from something that felt quite scary to something that feels totally different, and it's like, oh my goodness, I'm so grateful that this has turned around. So let's see what is coming in for you. What else does Sagittarius need to know? What else or it might have just been you were really worried about it. We have the Temperance card. This is the card of Sagittarius. I love it. So things are coming back into flow, things are coming back into balance, and things are aligning for you. Because this is the Temperance card and it's the card of Sagittarius, a major arcana for Sagittarius, I would say it's about a sovereignty as well. We have the beautiful crown there. The path is leading to sovereignty, something that was owed to you or that you were supposed to have all along is coming to you. And this is something very beautiful and abundant. And so you're going to have this sense of gratitude and fulfillment around it, which is really lovely. So it is actually like, I just keep getting finally. I didn't believe that this could even happen, or finally this has come true. Or just a sense of relief that this has turned around. So I think that was the 3 of Swords that jumped out for a little bit. So it may have been something that was really kind of wounding you or hurting you, and it's just like a stressful situation, or something felt like it really wasn't working, or you're just fearful and worried about it. So the Temperance card is fantastic in that it shifted and changed. Okay. Crossed by the 6 of Pentacles, something was really out of balance, so that's good. The 2 of Cups definitely got relationship stuff around this as well. Now I accidentally tipped my beautiful crystal and I've spilt water. So, but the show must go on. We have to keep going, even though we've had a spillage. And, you know, I read everything into the reading. Some water has been spilt. There could have been some emotions. Some things could have been flowing out. So money could have been flowing out. Emotions could have been flowing out. Something that flowed in, flowed out as soon as it came in, or it just felt like it was going out too fast. You're turning up as a judgment card. Fantastic. The Two of Wands, what are the next steps? Where are you moving to next? You're wanting success. And we have the card of commitment coming in. So committing yourself to feeling good. Absolutely. To something fulfilling. Oh, you're potently manifesting that. There I go again. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius, this like honestly never happens. I never spill water. I've never got water on my cards ever. And so it's one of those things, and, you know, it's raining. We've got leaky water. I don't know if you can hear the rain in the background. There's a lot of element of water here. And when there's leaky water, it's a Scorpio energy, and you are being crowned. What's shifting and changing is this Scorpio energy. So leaky water is when something is so, like, it could be things like if you have plumbing issues around your house, or there's emotional issues that are spilling out. There's something that has not been an emotional issue that has somehow just, it's water spilling everywhere. It could be flooding, it could be rain, it could quite literally be water like this. But in terms of what it means, in terms of the element of water, and I'm just going to put things on this side now, and maybe you just have to move things around a little bit to make something work this time, like do things a bit differently. That could also be the answer to this. But the Scorpio energy is like deep water, where there's been an emotion that's deep there, that's lodged inside of you, and it can get stuck. You know, it's deep passion, it's deep water, but when it's leaking, it's showing you that there's an emotional issue that you haven't addressed, and it's kind of spilling out. It's like you need to kind of be able to feel the feelings or let it flow, like the Temperance energy. Let the energy flow, let the things flow. The other thing they're saying here with this is that this could be that your intuition with the water can sometimes be intuition. And with the leaking everywhere, it might just be that you are super intuitive, but to the point where you cannot ignore it. It's like, if you're not going to get the message, and I kind of feel like at the base of this, there's something that you hadn't received, you were not getting the message. Like soul and spirit was trying to give you the message, and you might have been avoiding it, ignoring it, or not getting the message. And so it's going to spill out in some way in terms of something like happening. Like if you have an issue around your house, like a leaky tap or something, go and look at the Scorpio part of your chart, or start going deeper into some emotional energies around are you holding on to resentment, or are you feeling unsafe? You know, it can be very quite puts the walls up, Scorpio energy as well. And the answer is deep compassion. That's the answer to this, to be able to process these feelings that are coming up and to be able to release them, so that we can move to the Nine of Shells, the Nine of Cups here, and feel like, okay, things are feeling good. I'm feeling grateful for what's occurred. So let's look at the element of water happening here, not only in the cards, but on the deck. So here we have the Temperance card, your card. We're seeing the waters flowing here between two people, and we've got the relationship here with the Two of Cups between a gold cup and a different coloured cup. The two cups, the waters are flowing. So, but it's being blocked at the moment because the Six of Pentacles is saying something's out of balance. So there's a blockage with the water, with the flow, the intuitive flow, or there's a block to your intuition, or there's a block to an emotional connection, or to be able to access those feelings in some way, or to be able to process those feelings in some way, because something's out, there's an imbalance here. Now, this could be to do with your health as well. So, you know, it's things like leaky gut and things that can come through with this. At the base, we said that the base issue of what this is about is a relationship with the Two of Cups. So if you're experiencing this kind of thing where the water's just overflowing, it could be a lot of emotions as well. Look at what's going on in terms of your relationships, because that's where the answers are going to lie. I haven't even looked at what this card is. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles in all of this. Okay, so the answer lies in what's happening with a relationship here, that this is causing this in some way, that's just something spilling out here. So you can't contain this anymore. Definitely there's something that needs to be addressed here within this relationship. There's too many emotions around and it's like you can't contain them. Now, that can also be happy emotions, but because it's next to the sword 9, sometimes that's when you can't stop thinking about someone. But you've also got the cup 5 Pluto Scorpio, which can feel like a loss or feel like a disappointment or feel like an emotional challenge of some sort. So it feels like you are overcoming this in a big way. This is spilled out into all aspects of your life or spilled out in some way into your life. And it's like you have to clean up the mess. And the thing is that with water spilling, you've got to mop it up or you've got to wait for it to dry. As in this case, that's like me done for a little while I'm waiting for it to dry. But in your conscious mind, you've got the Sun card. And so the Sun card is about just wanting to be happy and to see clearly what's going on. It's the clarity, being able to see new opportunities, to be able to connect to inner child, to feel vitality and joy. And these cards are not feeling that. They're feeling a little bit stressed about something or worried or anxious about something. So your conscious mind is saying, I want to see something clearly. I want to some kind of mental breakthrough here, or I want to connect to something that brings me joy. And again, if it comes to your health, if your health is having issues, look at what's happening in relationships, because this could be around your vitality. Are you low in energy? Is it that you haven't had the capacity to move forward? There's something here very much around your health that can come through. So just be aware of what's coming in with your health, and what's showing up in your health journey is something that's connected to a relationship. In the recent past, we've got the 6 of Swords, and it's kind of like you've able to move on from these dramas into calmer waters. It's like I thought I was in calmer waters and I've been able to move on somehow. So it feels a little bit like you've started the transition into a happier place with this, which feels good. So in the near future, we have the High Priestess, another watery energy of the High Priestess. We have the moon there. And the High Priestess is about trusting your intuition. So if we've got this sense of water can represent intuition and the High Priestess is coming in, she's saying there's a lot of very fertile opportunities around you and you may not be seeing them because something's blocked here. Maybe you're worried about finances or money, or that something's out of balance with a relationship in some way. And the High Priestess is saying that there are fertile opportunities around. Your intuition is telling you about this, telling you that there are these opportunities around you. And if you're not able to see it or hear it, it's going to spill over to you. You're going to see it in a different way. It might cause a bit of disruption in the process of it. Oh yeah, I have to move things around and shift things, but it does that for a reason. So if something happens, like a disruption of some sort occurs, or a change to a routine occurs, or something like that occurs, just notice as to what's going on here, because there's a really strong intuitive message that there is a new opportunity here, a very good opportunity that they're wanting you to connect to. So you're turning up as the Judgment card. This is very much the Judgment energy is like, I've had enough of this. Judgment energy. You know what I want to say, actually, the first thing I got with the water spilling was there is no blame. So it might be really tempting to blame somebody else for what's going on here with this. And the Judgment card is really a sense that you might be I feel like you're putting a very clear message out to somebody that you're not putting up with something anymore. You're not tolerating something anymore. It's like, this cannot go on the way that it is going on. It needs to shift and change. It needs to move into an irrevocable change. I'm not going back to that old energy. This has moved on into something very different, into something new. Now, that can be really positive, but I feel like you need to be the one kind of making an announcement, or just putting out a really clear message that you have changed and you're not going to go back to the old patterns. So the energy surrounding you is this 2 of Wands. And there are opportunities around you. There is. It's like, there's a new opportunity around you. I'm taking some next steps. And definitely going in a new direction. I'm going in a new direction with both this relationship, but just maybe in terms of career or something else in your life. I'm going in a new direction. I can't go in that old direction anymore. And so hopes and fears, we have the beautiful Six of Wands. I'm hoping for success. I'm hoping for validation, because this energy was not working, and it made it really obvious that it's not working. A major readjustment has to be made in order to make something work. And so you're wanting this success. And then we have as an outcome the Hierophant, the Eight of Cups, and the Magician. And so the Hierophant is about commitments. It is about commitments, and it can be the card of long-term relationships, marriage, partners, institutions, like workplaces that you've been in for a while. It's a fairly established energy. And the Eight of Cups is walking away, saying this doesn't feel right. I feel emotional. I need to emotionally detach from something, an aspect of this at this moment in time, because I am committing to my fulfillment. And so if there's something that's not fulfilling here, it's about just detaching and going, I deserve more. I deserve better. I'm searching for something better. And the Magician comes in, and this is you manifesting that better thing. And so then you're going to end up with this Nine of Shells, gratitude and fulfillment, because you've gone on the search for it. You've said, no, I'm committing to my fulfillment. So that doesn't mean that, for some of it, this is like potentially quite literally somebody walking away or leaving or just saying, I can't do this anymore. That can come through in any area of life. That can come through. But it can also just be, I can't do it in this way anymore. And the Magician opens your head to new possibilities, new ways of doing things. Like something's going to make it really obvious that you can't do it the same way that you usually do, like the water coming in. It's like something happens, you just cannot go down that path anymore. And now somehow that shifts your perspective. It becomes almost like a bit of a major shift, a profound shift, where it feels like you were getting very much don't go this way from the universe. This way is barred, this way is blocked, and how much you keep trying to push that way, it's not going to work. And the universe is saying, okay, you keep doing it this way, we're going to bring in something that's going to make you shift into a new direction. And so it's like the universe, it feels like a fated energy, like the soul is saying this way. And in that way, you can actually be the Magician and say, okay, I'm opening up to a new energy, new potentials, and realizing that I'm in charge of my path and I can create the reality that I want here. And so if that old reality or something within that old reality isn't working, I can create something new that is going to work. And so it feels like this potent time to make a big shift and to manifest something new in your world that you are going to be really grateful for. You're going to go, oh my goodness, that worked. I manifested these 9 shells. I thought I only had 5 and I've manifested 9. So, wow, that's really amazing. I manifested this opportunity. And so the overall energy is this Queen of Pentacles, which is the beautiful Capricorn Queen herself, the Earth Queen. And we are moving into Taurus season. So things are going to really ground down, move forward in a bit of a slower, grounded way. And the Capricorn Queen is saying, I'm going to nurture this. I'm really trusting the tangible shifts and changes. I'm mastering how to work with that, trusting my intuition as to how to bring these tangible shifts and changes into my life so that I can build and grow these new opportunities into something that brings me fulfillment, something I want to commit to, a reality that I want to create with this. So it nurtures comfort and prosperity with the Queen of Pentacles, which is really nice. And what I just want to say with the Queen of Pentacles is she's actually quite ambitious as well. So what they were actually saying is the Queen of Pentacles, my guides are saying, the Queen of Pentacles is the antidote to the devil. So she is the answer. And the devil isn't here in the reading, but I have a feeling that the devil has been there in the past. Something's very blocked. Something it felt really bound. There could have been a lot of fear around it. And you are now finding the solutions to that. Something is tangibly shifting and changing that you are finding those solutions. So let's pull an affirmation card for you, Sagittarius, and see what is coming in. Affirmation for Sagittarius moving through this energy. What does Sagittarius have to affirm? And we've got My home is a peaceful haven. Beautiful. And I find the home doesn't necessarily only represent your home, literally. It can represent you, how you are feeling within yourself. So we have, I bless my home with love. I put love in every corner, and my home lovingly responds with warmth and comfort. I am at peace. So this tangible shift you might want to see happening around your home. That's something that if you can see it in your everyday life when you come home, it might actually really help shift you into this new energy. So let's pull a charm for you, Sagittarius, and see what is coming in. Let's pull a charm for Sagittarius. What is coming through? I think we've got 2 here. Okay. Oh, very fishy. We've got seahorse and the fish. So we've got a lot of element of water again. Of course, we've got the ocean. They're like saying, oh, you thought this was a little leak? Let me tell you, there's a whole ocean out there. And we're like, okay. So if the ocean represents fulfillment, they're saying you're just scratching the surface of it here. You can dive in deep. So the message that you're getting around the water that you could dive in, that could actually be deeply fulfilling water now, is that this new direction that feels like you've kind of been pivoted, you've been directed that way somehow, this new direction could be very, very deeply fulfilling. This little fish has found some food. There's something that's like soul food here. It's something that you're learning as well. So there could be knowledge and learning and wisdom around it. And the seahorse is really cute because it reminds me a lot of the King of Cups, actually. And it very much is just saying do things your own way. Think about your own unique emotional needs and do things your way. Trust your intuition about what feels right for you. So that's your reading, Sagittarius. Lots in it. We see that I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now, because we see that you are potentially walking away, detaching from a prior commitment, manifesting something new in your life that is deeply fulfilling, that you are wanting to commit to. So what are the next steps that are coming in around that? What is the guidance that's coming in from the tarot around next steps? We'll get some soul messages as well as some intuitive messages. What do you need to know moving through this? Because I feel like you've just traversed, they're showing me like a pirate ship navigating a foggy, rocky passage, and you've just navigated your way around that, and now you find yourself in a place where you can set your course into a new direction. So what is that going to look like when there's a whole ocean out there? It can feel overwhelming, but also could be exciting. So we're going to look at that in the extended reading. Love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below. And please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Sagittarius, all those things help with the growth of the channel. I truly appreciate it. And take care. Introducing a new and exciting offering. Welcome to Goddess Codes. Over a 3-month period, we activate your energy to the new earth frequencies so your soul energy comes back into alignment. Dormant gifts and abilities come online. We clear out anything old that you no longer need, and you step into a sense of purpose. If you're looking to move on from old belief systems, if you're ready to step into your authentic power, I invite you to explore Goddess Codes and come on this journey with me.